Good morning. Now I'm trying to think of what day it is. Wednesday is today, which is 35. Happy day 35. I am leaving camp, and today looks to be pretty close to 20 miles. I say that almost every day, and somehow I end up with an extra couple of miles. Now I just gotta get warmed up and see how these miles feel today. Well, this is my break at 3 miles. Remember the sequence: 8 miles, 5 miles, 3 miles, 2 miles, 1 mile. This is how I like to do my breaks, according to the Fibonacci sequence. I just checked the weather using the Garmin, and it looks like the likelihood of this storm being here at least through 9 or 10 p.m. is pretty high. Right now, at this exact moment, it's pretty mild, but I think I'm walking into it, considering I can't see it now, but Humphreys was over there and just covered in a cloud, and it was getting worse. I'm going to settle up here and go 2 more miles down the trail and have another little break and assess. Cool. It is freaking hailing on me. The Arizona Trail really will throw literally everything at you. It's not so much and so big that it's going to make me stop, but well, it might. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully the next time I'm recording, I'll be in my tent and I'll be safe. I'm at camp, but it has been quite the experience. You know, I said I was hiking through hail. Well, that was baby hail. That was just a little bit of hail. It got a lot worse. You can just look out here and you can see that there's tons of hail still all over the ground. I ended up hiking for over an hour in thunder and lightning, aggressive rain, and hail to reach my campsite, and I really didn't see a better option. To stay put would have meant to get colder because I wasn't moving, and I didn't have a place to set up shelter, nor did I have shelter. And, you know, continuing on to the place where I knew I could set up a shelter seemed like the safest option, or I should say, I didn't find any other options that were rationally any more safe. So I went with it. But what that meant was, when I got here, I was pretty cold. I was basically hiking through a slushie. And right now, according to the weather that I got from Garmin, it says that the current temperatures up here on Humphreys it's 43 degrees, feels like 34. So here's what I did. I tried not to panic. I was pretty cold by the time I got to a place that I could set up camp, which I'm in now. I stopped. I set up my tent. I put my stuff inside. I put myself inside, even though I was soaked. Really soaked through. I used my chamois to soak up the puddle that was at the bottom of my tent the best that I could, and then I immediately started insulating myself. So I got my Gossamer Gear 1/8 inch pad down. After that, I got out of my wet clothes, which you can see over there. Still completely soaked. I put on my base layer, which was dry, my puffy, which is dry. I blew up, and dry wool socks. I blew up my Nemo Tensor pad, which is rated R4.2. And I got out my sleeping bag and cinched it down around me as well. And since my head was wet, I got my Alpha Point hat on and my neck gaiter on. And then I started eating. Specifically, M&Ms, peanut M&Ms. I figured I'd insulate myself on the outside and the inside. So at this point, I'm no longer shivering, which is good, and it took some time. A little bit nervous. Not sure exactly what the rest of my evening holds. My tent is a little worse for wear because the ground was really soft, so I set it up and it's up, and that's good. But at some point, I think I probably have to get out there and put some rocks on the tent stakes, but I don't think I'm quite warm enough for that yet. And then I will probably attempt to cook food, cook something warm, ramen, in order to warm myself up before going to bed. Tomorrow it looks like there's going to be another storm starting in mid-afternoon, around 1 maybe. So right now what I'm thinking is I get up in the morning, I put on all my wet stuff, which is going to suck, and then I hike the hell out of here and get off this mountain. It's a current thought. We'll see how I feel in the morning. But yeah, quite the experience. Time for me to focus on making sure I stay warm.